Just like before, Suho dreams of his childhood. In the dream, he is seen drawing an ant along with several other shadowy creatures. Suddenly, a shadow ant appears before young Suho. The ant wears an apron, resembling a housewife, and speaks in an affectionate tone. "Young monarch, are you drawing me? This Baru is touched." Then, Suho abruptly wakes up from his strange dream. As his vision clears, he realizes he is lying in a hospital room. Suho is still in the hospital when his phone suddenly rings. The caller asks if he is okay. From the tone of their voice, they seem extremely worried about what happened and even suggest providing Suho with some awakened bodyguards for protection. But Suho responds calmly, "I'm fine, uncle." It turns out that Suho has been unconscious in the hospital for 2 days. Meanwhile, the chaos that took place at Korea University of Arts has become a hot topic in the news. The discovery of mist burns, monsters capable of infecting even hunters and turning them into more monsters, shocked everyone. The Hunter Association's delayed response to the incident, despite it happening in the middle of the city, only fueled public concern. And when the hunters finally arrived, they were stunned by what they saw. A mystery remained. Every mist burn within the university was already dead, but no one knew what caused it. During an interview, a witness recalled the horrifying scene, saying, "The people who became monsters suddenly burst and exploded right in front of me." Her Suho, watching the news, slowly came to a realization. His awakening wasn't just a dream, it was real. Moreover, an awakener who grows stronger as he levels up. The status window displayed that Suho was now at level 5, along with several other improved stats. He recalled being struck by the blade of a C-rank awakened mist burn. But how was he still alive? Suddenly, a voice echoed, calm yet firm. "It was all because of me. I took care of that trash," the voice declared. From the shadows, a mysterious figure emerged. With a deeply emotional expression, he spoke, "It has been a long time, young monarch." The shadowy figure spoke, "Young monarch, when did you grow up so wonderfully? I can't help but feel overwhelmed with emotions." Suho slowly started piecing together fragments of his childhood memories, like gathering scattered pieces of a puzzle. "I know this ant. When I was little, he was one of the dark creatures that stayed with me. Why did I forget them?" The ant-like figure continued, "I am Baru. I have crossed dimensions to find you, young monarch." Suho questioned himself in his mind. "And why did I live with those dark creatures when I was young? I have so many things I'm curious about." Suho said, "More than anything, from what I remember, I don't think you were this small. You're an ant, right?" Baru replied, "This is an effect of consuming a lot of mana while crossing dimensions. I'm usually dashing and menacing." The system window says you're a private grade though. The system panel displayed, "Baru Level 1 Private Grade." Baru grumbled, "To treat this martial grade Baru as a private, you system bastard." Suho said, "Anyways, I got all better because of you too, right?" Baru smirked, "I may not look like it, but I'm a skilled healer. My goal for coming here was to release your seal, but I didn't expect you'd unseal yourself. I, Baru, am impressed." Suho asked if the seal had anything to do with his dreams. However, Baru denied it, revealing that what Suho had thought were mere dreams were actually real memories. In fact, he was far stronger back then, even more than when he fought against Baru. The great shadow monarch, Sung Jin-Woo, sealed your power and memories so you could live a normal life, Baru explained. Suho's eyes widened at the mention of Dad. He realized Baru had a connection to him. Baru then responded he didn't run away from home. Instead, he went to outer space. Suho was confused. Outer space. To simplify his explanation, Baru said, "The great shadow monarch, Sung Jin-Woo, left for outer space and is currently at war with invaders who are trying to take over the world." Suho was shocked when Baru revealed that his father was actually protecting the world. Baru continued, explaining that Sung Jin-Woo was fighting against the Itarim, gods from outer space. "The Itarim sent their apostles and are invading our world," Baru said. Even on his way to find the young monarch, Baru had already defeated countless enemies. In fact, The existence of gates and monsters in this world was also an effect of this war. Suho then asked if his mother was also with his father. Beru looked confused and answered, "No." Suho frowned. "She disappeared at the same time as my father. I thought they were together." Beru's eyes widened in shock upon hearing this. Atarim, the apostles of Atarim on Earth must have set a demonic trap. Is it because of those bastards called Atarim? He took a deep breath and asked, "Does that mean my parents can't come back?" Beru looked at him and asked, "Do you want to meet them?" Suho didn't even need to think. "Of course, it's been years. I've been alone all this time." Beru then said, "There is a way for that. But the Lord cannot return to Earth yet because of the war." Beru showed a key and said, "Young monarch you can find and save Miss Hayen aka your mother once you become stronger. So, let's level up." A system panel suddenly appeared, displaying a message. A quest has arrived. Trial of the Shadow. It stated that the item was a Shadow Dungeon key, which allowed entry into the Shadow Dungeon. Beru then instructed Suho, "Stick that key into your shadow." When Suho tried it, the key reacted immediately. The gate had now opened. Beru said, "Go ahead. Enter and take all the power that should have belonged to you, young monarch." Suho still couldn't believe it. Outer space, the war with gods, the Shadow Monarch. It all sounded like nonsense, but still, if I can meet them again by getting stronger, I'll level up all I can. The scene shifted to the dimension where Sung Jin-Woo resided. Sung Jin-Woo ordered Beru to go to Earth and release Suho's seal. He was worried that the Atarim invasion might spread to Earth, return Suho's sealed power and memories, and protect Earth. As for the rest, he entrusted Beru to act at his own discretion, depending on the situation. My discretion if he's leaving the rest to my own judgment. I, Beru, shall remain at the young monarch's side and watch over his growth. Then, Sung Suho stepped into the Shadow Gate. Beru explained, "This place is the land of the dead, where the living cannot set foot without the master's permission. The Shadow Dungeon." Now, Suho and Beru had officially entered the dungeon. To be continued.